going. Alright, so today it's the day where we are putting together the power plant. Nuclear power plant. Well, we already have it sort of around, but we don't quite have it scaled to the degree that we wanted it to be scaled. So we're going to do a combination of building it as well as, hang on, let me check. Okay, that audio sounds good. Heard my keyboard clacking right there. That's always a good sign. Okay, good. Good. Right, let's move this. Oops. Okay, there we go. And that. Now I can only do a few hours today, as usual. Well, not recently as usual, but before that would have been as usual. All right, so like I said, today we're going to be extending this by 3 times and then going back to the material construction over there and basically using all of the materials that we got delivered to it yesterday and building enough nuclear power and ability to absorb uranium waste to finish things or to feed all of those power plants, right? So right now, okay, don't go over there. It's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. We have all of our material that we need over here. So these drones have been dutifully going back and forth and delivering all of my construction materials. Actually, what we can do is we can turn that off now. Yeah, all of the materials are now available here, as you can see, and these are basically everything that we need, plus a little bit of other things that we might want. So yeah, what we are going to be doing is essentially going to be looking at these things and let's sort of get rid of these notes. Up here. Just sort of get that out of the way. Okay, lots more notes to be gotten rid of. Okay, we'll be done with this in just a sec. Okay. So we're going to structure this build. Well, I don't know fully how we're going to structure it. The whole end-to-end process, because there's quite a lot to do, but we'll do our best to get through it. Basically sort of focus on one chain at a time. Okay. Yep, output materials. This is just for our sort of reference here, and these are all the production lines, production steps, I guess. Okay, so the first thing we're going to focus on is this one here, right? And then we're also going to look at where's this water bit. Okay. Oops. So these are the first two things that we're going to look at in the guide. Let me check. Oh boy. Alright, since we'll just move the camera down here for this, because otherwise I'm gonna forget that people can't see it. Okay, so we are going to be recording sort of bits, and every now and then we're going to be recording like little clips for the guide or for YouTube. So don't get confused if I'm talking to or introducing or saying, hey, we'll be back in a second and the stream continues, right? It's, yeah, you're gonna be seeing the part of the video production process. So, yeah, I think that's always fun. Right, let's go into photo mode. Okay. Hello and welcome to this guide for nuclear power plants. What we're going to be doing in this guide is we're going to be constructing a much bigger nuclear power plant than we already have here. So what we have at the moment is about 7 nuclear power plants that produce about a little bit over 14 or maybe 16 and a half-ish gigawatts. And we're going to take that from 7 to 21 in total of these nuclear power plants. So that's going to be constructing a total of 70, or producing a total of 70 gigawatts of electricity. And there are two very interesting parts to this build that I wanted to highlight. So the first one is that there isn't going to be any long-term storage of the nuclear waste that you can see is being generated in abundance by these power plants. What we're going to do with it is actually keep processing it and eventually dump it into the awesome sink. And we will actually get a lot of points from doing that. The other interesting part is that this is a completely isolated production line from the rest of all the other production lines that I have, right? So I'm not taking some of the advanced materials from any of our existing production lines that, now you can't see my base at the moment. If I keep going too close to these nuclear power plants, I'm going to get irradiated, which I already am. But yeah, we basically have all of the materials that we actually need available at our home base, but we're not going to make use of them. So we're going to be using the raw inputs, which is uranium, sulfur, coal, iron ore, bauxite, lots of other things, nitrogen, and building everything that it takes to sort of supply these nuclear power plants and then also process the waste in an isolated form. The reason for that is because if you sort of rely on materials that you might also use for other things, if those production lines become overloaded, your grid won't be able to keep working, and then you can't produce materials, and then you sort of end up in a death loop or death spiral where it'll be really hard to recover from. So that's the reason why you want to isolate it. So for the build, we've actually used a very nice technique because we're going to need a lot of building materials, but I have a guide out that shows you how to use a transportation network and sort of programmable splitters to actually get all of the materials that you need for a build over here. So you can see this is way more than I could ever carry in my inventory at a time. In fact, my inventory is quite empty at the moment. But all of the materials that we actually need are already available here. and I didn't bring any of the materials over here. They were all brought over here by drones. Okay, the way that we're going to approach this guide is in a sort of backwards way, which I think will help you make sense of it. So this looks like a wall of text, which it is, but it describes essentially the end-to-end process. And currently I have scaled these production lines to be able to support 14 nuclear power plants, right? So I only have 7, so I could still double this and not have to expand any of the production over there. So that's where we're actually producing the nuclear fuel rods and then also processing the waste. But as we go through the guide, we're going to be looking at each of these sort of production lines and doing what's necessary to actually double them. We'll also show you a little bit of the raw material mining. So these are all the raw materials that sort of go into it, into the end-to-end process. What I've already done off camera is actually double all of these resources, so we will have everything that we need delivered to the production lines over there already, so that'll be really nice. So yeah, the first thing we're going to focus on is actually the building the nuclear power plants, right? And the nuclear power plants, they require uranium fuel rods, and they require a lot of water. Basically, 5 what are these called? Water extractors can supply enough water for 2 power plants, right? Because one power plant takes 300 water, I believe. And one of these water extractors produces 120 water. So if you sort of multiply that by 5, that's 600, which is enough for 2 nuclear power plants. So the first thing we're going to do here is actually change this to 28 nuclear power plants that we're going to be putting down. So instead of 14, we're going to double it to 28. I think I said 21 before, that's not quite right. It's going to be producing 28. And then, of course, we're also going to be doubling the amount of uranium waste per minute that's generated. We're also going to be doubling the power that's produced to 70 gigawatts. We need to double the amount of water that we actually need to feed into it, and we're also going to need to double the uranium fuel rod. And this is going to be 5.6 uranium fuel rod per minute. Now, you might say that's not a lot, but the production lines actually produce at a very slow rate as well. So we already have 7 manufacturers that require for 2.8 uranium fuel rod per minute. So it's actually quite intensive to create these fuel rods even at this very low rate. Okay, so we're going to leave all of these other things to one side for a minute, and we'll just focus on this power plant and also on the water that's required. So we will need about 70 water extractors here, because we have now 8,400 water, and of course we're going to be 84 times 20, no, 70 times 120, going to be, actually we're going to be producing exactly enough, which is quite a good turn of events, so we're no longer going to be overproducing. Okay, so the next step is for me to actually put down all of these power plants. So then we'll generate demand for more nuclear fuel rods, which of course are not going to be supplied beyond being able to support 14 power plants for now. We still have to fix that, double that production of that over there. And we're also going to be, of course, increasing the nuclear waste production, but that's fine. We can already process enough waste from 14 nuclear power plants. So the way that I'm going to structure this is that I'll show you, in the case of the nuclear power plants, I'll show you how to build 2 of them, because that's sort of the easiest unit of production to show, because you know, we have to put down 5 water extractors and then connect 2 nuclear power plants and so on. And then we'll do the rest just as a sort of outside of the guide, and I'll just show you what it looks like once it's done. So let me prepare the foundations and so on for the first couple of power plants, and then I'll check back in with you. All right, so we will need the hazmat suit here. And I have 67 iodine filters, which hopefully will be enough. Oh yeah, I actually need to grab some materials for foundations. I'm not going to grab all of the foundations materials. Actually, let's clear all of that. We don't need it. Here we go. Grab like a little bit of this, maybe one row of this. We'll grab a little bit of everything, you know. So then I know that I have all of the materials available in my inventory that I need. And if I run out of anything, we'll just come over here and pick up more of it. All right. Here we go. We need some of these. Definitely need quite a bit of this. Okay, let's get some of these and some of this, and then I think we should be good. We don't necessarily need the steel, and we don't need that either. All right, so now I should have enough of this. So I did want to, it's dangerous to disconnect that, but I'm not actually relying on actually relying on the power regardless. Alright. We'll get rid of that stuff in a minute. We'll leave one space, or will we? No, I think it'll look better if it's tightly packed. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 foundations to be able to get this down. So we already have 1, 2. Okay, so we'll just do sort of 6. Right, let's pick up this. Oh, hang on. No, this is something spare that we need. So, okay, I need 8 then. Over here. Let's put that in. And then we will sort of do this. And then I'll make sure that we have enough space for 2 of these nuclear power plants, which I don't think we quite have yet. Nope. Well, technically we do, but I'm gonna put down enough here for this. Okay, let's get rid of these presents. Come on. This is going to be hard to build without being able to fly. Okay, so let's put in the... that's so annoying, these presents. I don't know how to turn them off. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think. Oh no, it's only 2. Okay. All right. Never mind. We can't get rid of those. Okay. So So there are two here. They will clip a little bit. I don't mind too much. 1, 2, and then how many foundations? 2. Okay. So we have 10 here. Let's see. Oh no, that's terrible. Can't have that. Okay, so we actually need a little bit more space between them. I think that's fine. I don't know if 67 iodine filters will actually be enough, but I sure hope so. We're not going to spend too much time here. I hope at least. Alright, let's get these lined up at the end. Alright, so what do we want to actually put in? No, I don't think I want to put anything in yet. Let's make sure. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That fits. And we basically have 3 on this side, so that's good. The other thing that I want to do is prepare this to be able to so I'm gonna have to throw these away because otherwise it's really dangerous for me to hold on to that. So that, and then we need a merger. Oh, I don't know what that thing is doing, but did they go into my inventory? Oh, okay, so I have to put them into here. Wrong. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's make sure that this works. Like we already know that that works. Okay, that comes out. Okay, so let's continue with the guide. Okay, so now we have the foundations and so on put down. Now I'm gonna have a hard time with this without being able to fly here. But the nuclear power plants essentially just need to have a corner right. Oh boy. These are very finicky to place precisely where you want them. Yeah. Okay, almost there. I'm pretty sure that's what we want. Let's compare it to this. Yes, radiation levels are really bad. I think that's pretty good. Actually, I was on the wrong corner. It's actually important to get this exactly where it needs to be. So this one belongs to this nuclear power plant. So we have two foundations in front of the nuclear power plant, right? So it needs to essentially go onto this corner here, at the front left of it. Well, actually this corner here. So let's put it there, and the precise placement of this will actually matter for the purpose of putting in the belt. So that lines up pretty well, and then let's check. So this sort of thing lines up with this. Let's make sure that that's the same over here. Well, we can't really see, but yeah, it looks pretty much. It looks like it's slightly further forward actually. Let's check that. Yeah, it's one further forward. So let's try this placement again. So it would be so that's one possible position, and the other one is, oh boy. Actually, the easiest way to do this is to put down this and this, and then I can go up a little bit. Actually, then we can go up a little bit more. And I need this to be further back. All right. So let's try from up here. Okay, so that's one position. That's the other position that I can put it in. So I'm pretty sure it's then this position here. Yep, I think that's spot on. Right, and now we just have to place the new nuclear power plants in line with that. Okay, so the next step is that we need to get the input materials over here. And for that, we are drawing the belts. As you can see, these splitters are just to the left of this sort of grate. So let's put the splitter right there. And that matters a lot to be able to get the material into here. Okay. I'm pretty sure that splitter is right. Let's check. Okay, that conveyor belt is too long. Yep, this is precisely right. Okay, so now we're getting the fuel rods over here already, and we're getting ourselves heavily irradiated. So then the next step is to actually place the splitters here. So the input line has to be backwards, and then I'm not going to get that material over here to save us a little bit from radiation. So this needs to line up with this, and this needs to come out to here. Then the next step is that we actually need to put down this water, and that needs to be precisely at that height. So the water input goes, it's in line with these, and it starts here. And then what we need to do is we need to put one of these stackable pipelines on top. Right. And what we'll also do actually is place the second nuclear power plant here. And it goes precisely... Actually, hang on. Can we climb this and do it from here? Yes, we can. So it needs to go lined up with this power plant, and then lined up with the start of that next foundation. Okay, so that's really good. We'll also give this one the splitter treatment. So we put that there. And then the other end of this pipe will actually be, there's an autosave, will be precisely here. And then we'll also take this, and then what we'll do is try to put this in, but of course it's going to be too long. So we will need another stackable conveyor belt. Now, you might be tempted to place it right here, but that's going to clash with something that we need to put there. So we will put it right here, and that should work out fine. Okay, before we put that pipe in, we also need to actually put in this merger. And for that, we need to go, so this is the height of the pipe, so we need to go one higher. And yeah, the output needs to face this way and be able to be inserted here. And this is why it matters that we get the placement right, which of course we didn't quite get right here. Now we did get this placement right, but for some reason we didn't manage to get placement of this splitter right. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky, right? Like it's sort of saying that it's aligned here as well to something, but I have no idea what that is. It might be one of those no, okay, so it was actually trying to align itself with this. And this is also wrong. So yeah, you can see that the precise placement of these things is quite important. Okay, and then we will get this merger in 3, 4. So that's one above. And the reason that placement is so important is because we will need this here to actually input into that merger. Then you can get rid of all of those underneath, but you have to, otherwise it's going to clip quite a lot. Okay, and then we can put this part in and have that available, like so. And then the other thing that we actually need to do over here is that we need to have this merger in place as well. So that merger delivers the nuclear waste back. So we can also get rid of these two in between, or we can leave them. It's up to your preference. So I'm not going to connect the power because I need to be doing a lot of building over here and I don't feel like getting irradiated. But we would just put that into there and this into there. The next step I usually do, well actually let's finish connecting this into there. Then we can actually also connect these things together. So here it's okay to connect them. So that's how we would connect this. And of course this is how we connect that. And then we need to actually connect this pipe. For the pipe we still needed something between. Yeah, again, we will need this space to do something else. So we just have to place this like here. That's basically where the connection downstream to the water goes. Now this clips a little bit, but I think it just looks like this is sitting on top of the pipe. So that's why I'm okay with that amount of clipping. Okay, so for the water, now this one is connected slightly differently, but don't worry about that. So the water actually comes up through here. So it's sort of one foundation over. We just put in a floor hole. And this is between the two power plants. And then we need one of these splitters. And it's not going to give me any guidance here at all in terms of how that's going to work. So let's try something. So to get a nice pipe in, you actually want to go 2 meters back, and that should be pretty nice. And then let's get this guy in. And then if you go to horizontal to vertical, this will do something pretty nice. And now hopefully it's going to give me a guide here. No. So what we can do is we can just jump on top of this pipeline here. Well, if we were more dexterous anyway. Okay, now we're on top here. So that lines up there, but of course it's not going to give me anything nice up here. So we'll just have to line it up the best that we can. I think that'll work. That's not perfect, but so let's try and get it in slightly further to the right. But yeah, some of these things are just not going to tell you or give you a guide precisely the way that you want. I think that's pretty much bang on. I don't know if I can really do better than that. Okay, so at this point we are feeding in the fuel rods. We're taking out the waste. Actually, the waste we can connect up. Just don't want to connect the fuel rods because they're going to be quite bad in terms of radiation. Now you can see that that belt is too long, so we just need to line up something here. 1 and a 2. Okay, and a 3. Then we can hook this belt to here and that belt to there. Cool. So now the output waste is connected, just the input waste is not. The other thing that we have to do, of course, is put in power. So let's do that. Let's check where I put this power over here. I think it's on the inside. Okay, so it's on this line, but one offset to the left. That's easy enough to do. So it would be to here, and then of course we can connect that guy in, and then we'll do the same over here. So it's on this line, one to the left, and then we can connect these guys in. So right now their problem is they don't have any fuel and they don't have any water. They are connected to the grid though. So for the water, we go one level below, and that's of course why we picked this particular location, because there is a huge amount of water. Now in terms of the map, the location that we are at is right over here. And the reason that we picked it is because of this uranium location and this huge body of water. Okay, so now we need some of these. And we will put that one there. 2. And come on, 3. Okay, and then the other, we'll put 4 on this side. And then we will just put 2 on this side, lined up with these second ones. Okay, let's try to get, yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we will take this. Okay, so that's the water taken care of. What we will then do is we will also take power from here to, I believe it's sort of on this corner. Of course, connect these in. Cool. Okay, and And then the pipeline floor hole is right over there, which is a very interesting location for it. Slightly different to over there, but I think that's related to the placement of this. I think we'll work with it. It's not terribly bad. So what we'll do is we'll put one of those in, and then we'll see how far we can take this particular pipe. Okay, it won't be all the way to the back, so let's hook it to here, and then we will also hook it to, yeah, about, I don't want to connect it to here because that's going to be the start of the next ones. So we'll just put it in the middle of this particular pipe, and then we will put in these junctions. Good. This junction, and of course this junction, and then we can also put in these guys here. Okay. Nice. Of course, if I was able to fly right here, we would be able to do this in a much easier way. So you can see these make 120 water per minute. And now I have to find that roof hole. Okay, here we go. So for alignment purposes, let's put in this. And let's see, does it want to give us anything? No, it does not. So we'll just have to do our best here. Probably something like this. Okay, and then we will connect this up here, which is very nice. And then the last thing is that we will need a pump here. So we'll just have to relocate this thing here to somewhere slightly differently, like right here. Let's see. That's all good. Connect that into there. And then we will be able to put in a pump here. And we'll put it sort of like here. And then over here, I think we've been angling them like this. And then the last step is that we actually need to connect power into here. This guy also needs some power from right there. And then the other thing that we usually need to make sure of is that, you know, oops, these pipes are actually working, these pumps are working. So we have water in here. And then let's go back up to the top and just check on the pipes up there. To make sure. Now we actually haven't connected the water into the nuclear power plants yet, but we're getting water up here, which is one of the key things that you want to check. I usually find that you want to put the top part of these floor holes in first, and then you don't run into problems. Sometimes when I put the bottom half in first, it doesn't actually work for me. So they're now getting water, and they're going to be consuming 300 meters cubed of water per minute, and of course in the bottom we're getting 300 cubic meters of water per minute as well. So all of these will actually start to work just as soon as we connect these uranium or these nuclear fuel rods into here, which again I don't want to do just yet because I still have quite a bit of building to do over here. So now you have witnessed us putting down 2 of these. So what I'm going to do now is just keep building until we reach the target of 28, or I might sort of come back and see if there's something else that I want to share in between. We'll see. But yeah, talk to you in a bit. All right. Okay. That was pretty good, I think. Ooh, I almost walked off there. All right, here we go. Let's put down the next nuclear power plant. So it needs to go right here, and then we'll put in, no, let's finish the foundations first. I'm slightly upset that we got the placement in the bottom wrong, but I'm not upset enough for me to redo everything. Okay. I don't think this bit here is actually going to take that long. Maybe like 15 minutes per row or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's trim this back just a little bit. Do I want to trim this back more? Yeah, I think we just leave 2 in the end here. Okay, there's a power slug over there. Alright, so let's put in the... I think we'll do these in batches of 2. Just so that we don't mess things up, because each couple is actually kind of complicated. And you have lots of opportunities to make mistakes. So, well, at least for me, I have lots of opportunities to make mistakes. Okay, good. Let's get in these splitters. Then these mergers as well. Right, yes. Okay, and then connecting these is usually a good test. Oops. What did I disconnect? Okay. That's what I wanted to disconnect. That's good. Okay, is that actually connected though? Why would I do this? Okay. Because we put this guy down wrong. Or we put this guy down wrong. We put this guy down wrong. Okay. Yeah, this usually gives you a good indication of whether you made any mistakes. Because if you did, then you're not going to be able to actually put all of these things in. Where do we start with these? I think it's 1 in. Yep, it's 1 in. Okay, good. So we start and finish these 1 from the end, and that one is also 1 in. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's see if we can get these right the first time. Oops. The answer is no. Is this right? Why would this not go in where it's supposed to? Huh. Okay. So it's supposed to go here. Well, almost there. Probably there. No. What is this lining up to? What the? Oh, I see. Oh, it's so easy to get these things wrong. Hopefully this is not wrong. I mean, it looks good. Let's see, did we get it right this time? Okay, looks good. Okay, so one in. One in. And then there is the pipeline floor hole will be. Oh, I can do this. Pipeline floor hole is okay right there. Now, actually, let's get the power. I think it's usually here. These are so finicky to put in, it's unbelievable. Okay. 1 and 2. Then the floor hole goes here. And the stackable pipe thing goes here. Okay, this is not going to let me line things up. Just put it there. Okay. So now I need to get these guys in. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then this one goes in the front, and right there. A train. Usually when I get a little bit irradiated, the train has gone by. Okay, and then we'll put that there. Alright, yeah, we can put that there, and then this goes like to here. Where's the floor hole? Ah, right here. Okay. So I think it'll go there. Okay, good. Pipeline pump. All right. So, oh, actually need to connect these. Okay, that's water. There's water, water, and fuel. There's water now, and there's water. Okay, good. That's another 2 in. Let's do the next one. Well, I should say the next 2. So finicky. I think we had it right there. Yep. All right. So let's see if we can get these splitters in right the first time. Okay, so it needs to go in like that. And then, yes, good. Okay, and then these mergers go in precisely like that. Okay. And then we need to connect this. Okay. Goes to here. And right here. Here. One. Oh, I should put in the power so that I can fly. 1, 2. Right, let's get the power. It's on this guy here. I don't get them precisely right, that's okay. Okay. Stackable pipeline support, yes please. There, 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 and there. I think that'll work. Like that. Okay. That's the game's fault, that's not my fault. Let's that. Okay. And now it's, we haven't put in the foundations here. It's okay, that's an easy fix. Right, let's get the foundations all the way to the end, wherever that is. Okay, there's an autosave. Okay, that's pretty good, and then it's just dismantling these. Okay. One. Give me power. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that one. That one. Okay. Here we go. Okay, it'll go to right here. And this will go to right here. Okay. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay. We'll put that there. Okay. Need to go grab more pipeline. It's a lot of pipeline actually. Okay. I have enough plastic, but okay. Put this on. I don't know, we might not have enough copper sheet, we'll see. We've done most of one. So let's see what kind of proportion of material we've taken. Oh, we haven't taken that much. Do we have enough for the last heavy modular frame? Oh yeah, and missing modular frame and enough for the belts. Okay, let's grab this material and let's grab some more of these. Okay, so now we should have enough material to be able to finish at least this line. Then we're already a third of the way done. Alright, now we can put this guy back on. That was an interesting pipe right there. And then we need one of these pumps. Pipeline pump. Cool. Yeah, like this. Come on. Go. Okay, so we're getting water in there. And you are not getting water. Ah. Right, you're getting water and you're getting water. Okay, good. Now for the last one. Let's see. supposed to go. Oh, we had it there for a second. Okay. There. Good, and this one is of course only a single one. Okay, let's see. The splitter needs to be like this. This merger. Let's make sure we've got those done. So this one goes right here and precisely here. One, two. Actually, this one should probably go here. Oh, hang on. Actually. This one will be easier. I don't think we'll be able to snag that one. Come on, there you go. So you just need water. Good, good, good. We need a floor hole. Goes right here. Yes, please. And then one and a two and one here. The floor hole is right here, so one and two. Okay, so we need more than just a 1 and a 2. We need a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Wish all the pipelines would go in as nicely as that. But we can't have everything that we wish for, so we just have to live with it. That not go onto the I was suspicious because it was offering me a connection to there. Okay. Pipeline pump Mark 2. Okay, so let's check that this last one is getting water. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. So we've connected everything up. Now let's go back to the front and we'll just show people that we've done this. Okay, I'm about to get irradiated. Okay, now we have connected the next 7. So what we're going to do is actually connect the fuel, and then we'll just start seeing this working. So this has now got fuel, good. This doesn't have fuel. Okay, so we missed something here, good. Those are always good things to catch. Okay, we've connected that. We've connected that. Ooh, right, let's see. This guy has fuel. You can see our power getting ramped up, so that can return those barrels. Let's check this next one. Okay, yep, this is going pretty good. We just have an autosave going. Alright, yep, uranium waste also coming back. And then this one also has what it needs. Uranium waste is able to go back. And then the last one has what it needs. Uranium waste is going back. Good. So there you can see we've connected another 7 nuclear power plants. Let's try and stay away from the radiation as much as possible. Of course, now we will be generating a lot more nuclear waste, which is fine. We already have capacity to process all of this nuclear waste. And now the next step is to double this again. So to go to not only 14 nuclear power plants, but to 28. So we'll check back in with you shortly once we have figured that bit out. All right, let's see. We should get, so 7 times 25, we should get more modular frames. We're fine on supercomputers. Okay, so probably just need more. Well, let's put down the foundations as a starting point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Imagine if we had to run back to our home base to capture all of these materials all the time. But we just have them available very nicely. Okay. So let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 8 that we need. Now we should start to have a balanced production line as well, which is good. All right, so just need 8 here, 7, 8, right. I'll probably put down some ways to go down to the bottom as well on each one of these. Probably like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. We have to put another splitter in as well. But we'll do that stuff later. And this time I want to put the floor hole down for reference first so that we actually get... Actually, I didn't mind it going out and up. That was pretty good. That made it easier, much easier than before. So we'll probably continue with that pattern. All right. All of these nuclear power plants. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, I just need to go back and do a quick count to know how we want to do the bottom. Otherwise I'll forget how to do that. And okay. Let's figure out the location of the downwards theme. Okay. probably like right here. Foundations. 1, 2. Okay, that's good. And then just quickly, how far back from the front does this go? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 from wherever we start the line. Okay, good. So the line starts here, precisely there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is, I believe, where we go back. I'm not gonna commit to this just yet. We'll see where the floor hole goes first, and then we'll double check that. Let's put in the first power plant. Right, so these first two are reserved for back and forth. So hang on, let's get this. Okay, I had it there for a second. Good, that one is it. Ooh, come on. Give it to me. Alright, we'll go up here. It's not doing it very nicely. Okay, here we go. And nope. Right there. Is it? Yes. Yep. Okay, cool. So for this line, we probably have to wear a hazmat suit the entire time. Alright, let's just... So splitter would go along here, I do believe. Yeah, we need a splitter right here. This fuel rod needs to be deleted. Okay, where are they? There they are. I didn't connect this bit yet. Okay, so the fuel rods are showing up, and then we also need a merger. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Oh, I see. Okay. 1, 2, 4. Okay. So we need to get rid of that, and this. And then we also need to get rid of the nuclear waste that we have in our inventory here. We only have one, but that is still problematic. Okay. Oh, auto save. There you go. Okay, good. And then let's make sure this one can go in. Alright. So now they should be easier to set up for the, well, we only have one more line anyway. Yep. Oh, I should have done this yet. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so now it's these guys, and they go right here. And another one goes right here, and the last one goes right here. Floor's too steep. What? Okay. And then just take stackable pipe. I did need one right here, 1, 2. And then we need a pipeline floor hole. Okay. Let's see. Super hard to tell. Come on. Let's back into it. Right, I think that'll be fine. Oh, we need power. Oh, the power might be slightly difficult to figure out here. Oh no, there we go. That's perfectly fine. So I think it'll go here, then right here, and right there. So fuel, no water, that's what we expect. Insert fuel, no power. Okay, let's go down here. And we'll just connect one. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but hey. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think this is fine. Because the pipe is going to be here, and then that goes to, yep. This all works out nicely, okay. Oh, there's no more radiation. Maybe we will be able to fly, at least at the back here. There, right. Not all of these are working, but I'm pretty sure that's fine. Right. As long as they work some of the time, it's fine. Because if they only work if they work at least some of the time, it means that they're just going a little bit too fast compared to what's needed, which is also good. Okay, let's see. One. Okay, we will actually put in this. Okay. 2, 3, and 4, and where's this other line? Oh, doesn't matter that much. Okay, pipeline support goes right here. Oops. It'll go past the middle here and then one back. Good. Okay, then let's get the power. To here. Okay, there we go. Come on. There you go. Right, let's do this side first. Should do them like this. Okay, I need to end up between these two. That's fine. Okay, and then the pipeline right is like here-ish. Then let's get a pipeline Mark 2, pump Mark 2. Right, there's a power pole. Okay, so that's getting water. Let's check the top that all of the nuclear power plants are getting water. Water, because I've gotten this. I've forgotten that. Right. So that has input, output, and just needs some nice water. Okay, that's getting water. This is getting water. Good. Okay, looks like we're gonna be dealing with radiation this whole time up here. But that's okay. Okay, we can't afford. What are we out of? We could do with some more concrete. Okay, basically we could do with most of the materials that it takes to make power. These power plants. Alright. Look at that. We just have to walk over here and then everything is available. So handy. And there is more nuclear waste getting generated at a decent rate. Take a little bit more of this material. We'll take a little bit more of this. Yep. Okay, and then we're good on that. Probably good on that. Then just the last 2 bits of concrete. Okay. Does not auto-save. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do anything other than leave these nuclear power plants like they are. I think they need space. They shouldn't be enclosed in walls. Right, good. Okay, this time I'm actually going to put in all of the power plants that we still need to put down for this line. Just try to do everything at once. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we should be okay. Because the placement of these actually isn't dependent on each other, which would be the main problem. Okay. Because if you mess up one, then all the others will be messed up as well. In that scenario. Okay, and the last one. Alright, let's get these splitters in. Okay. Again, because I'm actually doing this on the basis of the of the foundations rather than relative to each other. We should be okay with doing this. We'll see if I eat my words in just a minute. Okay, that needs to go backwards. Okay, good. So these are already connected, so let's put these connections in. It sounded like there was an alarm. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I need more belt material. I mean, that's just what they sound like. See electricity like sparkling in the air. Oh no, actually that's just the radiation. It's pretty funny. Right, so we only actually need to put in one more row of the power plants and then we're done. This one, no, this one, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let's get through here. And we'll actually connect, we won't connect these guys to the fuel yet. We'll do that at the end, because then I should be able to fly around whilst constructing the last one, which will just be a little bit easier for me. for construction. Okay, let's walk on this side. So that's connected. The top there is connected. Okay. Then on the way back, we'll do the down, and then maybe on the way forward, we'll do the power. On the way back, we might do the. Anyway, shouldn't plan out that far. Good, that looks fine. Okay, this is already connected, so let's take the power. Goes to here. So sounds like an alarm. Which, in a nuclear power plant, I think you should pay attention to alarms, but, you know, in this game, I don't think that there's such a thing as something going wrong with nuclear power. What would be funny is for it to blow up right now into my face. Okay, there's that floor hole. Actually, that one doesn't go there. Alright, let's not do those floor holes like that. Let's put together these things now. Okay, so for this last one, it actually goes back by 2. And then it goes like right here. And then we just need to do this. This and this and like that. So then that's already connected. Okay. So this one just goes to here. And then we have another one right here. And then 1, 2. Then there's also one here. Then this goes here, on there, on here, and finally on here. That goes there. Okay, let's try and get this guy in to there. There. Okay. Okay, this is not connected into the floor. Okay, for that we need a floor hole. Okay. Good. Let's take this. Okay, it goes to here. And to here, and 1, 2, and here we go. Okay, floor hole. Oops. I'm used to just escaping out after closing that screen, which is not a good habit to have. Right, let's line this one up approximately there. If that was if that had a way of snapping it, I would actually do it more carefully, but because it doesn't, it's not going to happen. Okay, good. So we've connected all of that. Now we just need to go downstairs and connect in the water. This will actually allow me to fly down here. 1, 2, 3, and okay. I need more reinforced plates. Okay, I need this hazmat suit again. We'll just grab more of the materials for these guys. Okay. Almost 3/4 of the way done. 2/3 done, because the middle one there was already in place. Okay, let's just grab more of every single material. We still got plenty of that. Let's grab a little bit more of that. I think, oh, hang on. Yeah, let's leave those supercomputers just for a moment. Let's grab these. What water? What do they need? Production. We'll just grab what these guys need. So copper plates, that and that. Okay, cool. This will be fine. Like that it just exchanges those two materials and then it leaves. It's very cool. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, which is good. That it's doing what it's supposed to do, so. Alright. So we've done 2 of them. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 of them. Okay, and then we just need 1 over yonder. Goes to there. Okay, and then we need another 1, 2. Oh, it's foggy. 3. 4. Okay, and then it's just 2 and a 1. 1, 2, and like 1 right here. Okay, so that's this. Let's do the power next so that we can just fly all over the place. Connect the pipes up. Okay. Go. Okay, that's already connected. Slightly confused there. These are not lining up the way that I'm expecting. So this one is fine. Oh yeah, no, this is also fine. Okay, and then this one needs to line up with this, yep. If things don't line up the way that you expect, it can be a sign that we've made a mistake somewhere. So always good to pay attention to that. Alright, let's get the flying and logistics, pipeline support. Okay, then it's just one more of these, and then we are of course finished with at least this part of the build. Okay, 1, 2. Let's not do it quite like that. Okay, this goes to here. Okay, the floor hole is right here. Good, we'll put it there. Mark 2 pump. Let's grab that one. Good. So we can take this all the way to here, and then this goes to here. Okay, there's the floor hole. Right there, good. Let's put that to here. I don't know why it always wants to go down rather than up, but hey. Okay. Okay. Actually close to the shore here. Okay. Yep. That makes sense for it to be there. I'm gonna leave that. It's fine. Okay, so now let's go up. Okay, then we need to put our hazmat suit on. And then what we need to make sure is that all of these inputs are connected. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. Good. Yep, yep, and yep. Okay. Yep, and water. Yep, yep, and water. Yep, yep, and water. Good, okay, this is all connected all the way back. Great. So now we just need to do the last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we will, similarly to before, we'll put in something here. Okay, foundations. Okay, there's autosave. Now, this is interesting. Here it was 1 over. Okay, right, we'll correct this. If I was to fall into that hole, it would actually be pretty bad. Alright, so now we have another way down here. Right, I'm just going to do the nuclear. Well, no, I'll do it similar to before. I'll put in the first two, get them hooked up end to end, just to make sure that the pattern works and I haven't messed up anything else. And then we'll do all of the nuclear power plants at the top, and then we'll do all the things at the bottom. Alright. This is going to be ridiculous. Actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna let the when we get back, I will just disconnect these the fuel for the nuclear power plants, just so that we get lots of stuff in storage, so that when we connect everything end to end, all the plants will actually start to work. That'll be a good way to tell whether we have messed up anything. So, yep, alright, so this is all the foundation ceremony. Look at all these. Absolutely ridiculous number of nuclear power plants. Right, let's disconnect the fuel source. Actually, let's see how much is in storage, because we should actually... Nah, there's not enough in storage. Okay, let's put that in there. Good. And now that should build up, and we will actually be able to see everything work. Okay, so let's get the power over here. So these two are for spacing, so let's put this guy on. Can't afford, okay, we need more concrete. Anything else that we need? So we're doing fine. We should grab more cables, grab more modular frames, and grab more concrete. Okay, good. Let's go grab all of those materials. It's a huge amount of radiation there. Okay, we don't need anything here. Okay, let's grab a few more cables. Didn't need supercomputers. need more of these. I'll just grab a little bit, because the main thing that we'll need is the concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be back. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see, how much of this stuff do we have now? Okay, a little bit more. All right, radiation levels low. No, I want this one. Okay, cool. So here we go. These two are for other things, so we'll put that one there and that one right there. Okay. Now, let's put this one in first. It goes right there, and then this splitter goes there. Okay, and then of course this last splitter goes here. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep. And then this goes that. Correct. Why is this one too long? Interesting. All right, let's put in 1, 2, 3. Come on. Ooh, it's about to get me radiation damage. Okay. Oh no! Hey, what was the last autosave? 7:31. Okay, that's fine. It might be before we put in those two power plants, but I'm not putting up with that. I just shouldn't have connected that belt. All right. Get out of here, Steam. Right, let's load that up. All right, let's let it sink for a minute. All right, so far we have, just put in 21 and we just want to go to 28. All right. What's going on? I probably shouldn't have pressed stop. All right, let's come on, get this out of here. Okay. Oh, that's actually not focused at all. The background is focused. That sucks. Hang on. I haven't looked at this for a while. All right. I think that's going in the right direction. Or not. Oh, we went past it, I think. There it is. there. What's going on here? Right. Technical difficulties. Library. Still thinks that Satisfactory is running. Okay. Satisfactory is no longer running. Oh, of course, now Steam wants to update as well. Right, come on. Here we go. There you go. Save. I got very close to putting on my hazmat suit as well, but just didn't quite make it. Probably, yeah, right here. Okay, so we just have to put down the start of it again. That's fine. It's not too much. Radiation levels critical. All right, here we go. I won't actually draw. Well, maybe I will draw that down. But that's what got me killed last time. So, all right, here we go. We'll see what I end up deciding. God damn those presents. Hope they go away soon. Always get in your way, you know. Anyway, we need that to work like this present. All right. So before I connect those in, wrong. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I remember that is not going to work. 2, 3. Alright, so let's get this all hooked in. Let's do power next. should be like, yeah, right here. Good, and then let's do these. And 1, 2. Okay, logistics, stackable. See how easy it is to build this when I can fly. That's why I don't want radiation over here just yet. We will want the radiation over here at some point, because that's the whole point of this. Well, I guess it's not really generating the radiation, but rather the power. But the radiation kind of comes with the power, unfortunately. Come on, stop getting in the way, player. Okay. So let's see. Okay, good. Still safe from radiation. Oops. Cool. So it's 3 back from, and the start is like. Come on. The start is here. So 1, 2, 3. 1 with that and zoop. Zoop. Okay, there you go. All right, let's put in that one. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Then put that in. All right, let's get this to precisely here. Come on. I'm like clicking. Okay, pipeline support goes right there, and to here, and to here. All right, here we go. And pipeline. Give me horizontal to vertical. Thank you. I think I got that wrong. Okay, so let's check. Okay, these are getting water, connected power, of course I need fuel. That's connected back. That's connected, I just got slightly scared, but I haven't connected that into there. So that's all good. Okay, so let's now do all the other nuclear power plants that we still need to do. Okay. So that's 3. It's 4. It's 5. And 6 and 1 more. Okay, present is getting in the way of things as usual. Okay, good. Let's do the power next so they can fly nicely all over the place. Although the fact that these have their power connected on the back is pretty nice. Because it means that at least on the back still fly here before even putting down the power pole. Okay, there's another present. Get out of here. Okay, so this splitter needs to go exactly like that, and oops, come on. Yep. Oh, come on, I clicked. Okay, autosave incoming. That's handy. Next is this, after the autosave. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just need to always check the last one, that it's pointing in the right direction, which is backwards. Oh, we've put down all of the power plants, isn't that cool? Now we just need to hook all of them in. Hope that we haven't made any mistakes. I bet I have made mistakes. It's just a question of whether we'll ever find out. Whether I've made mistakes is more the question. Okay. So this goes there. Another one goes there. 1, 2. Then the last one goes here. Next one goes there. Okay, good. It's kind of finicky. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Good. And the last one goes sort of here. Okay, this one works slightly differently. The floor hole goes there, so back 2. Right, so floor hole goes there. I should actually do these stackables first. Let's quickly put in the floor holes. Yeah, that one goes. Okay, great placement for that present. Okay, good. Now we just connect these things. Okay. I wonder why I got that wrong. So why isn't that the horizontal to vertical is doing something different than it does over there? Whatever. Not much I can do about that. Okay, that's all good. Okay, we'll do our best here. Right there. There. Good. Last time that, well, not quite the last time, but we'll have to do our best. We have to do the something similar in the bottom. Right now, oh. Weird. It's behaving differently after the crash. So that's all connected, so let's go below. Okay, we can put all of these foundations down. Yeah, we're super close to finishing. It's probably all we'll have time for today. It actually took longer than I thought it would. So now we have to do a bunch of counting, as usual. Come on. Alright, here we go. 1. Oh. Okay, we have to actually scratch that. We have to calculate more material. Alright, let's put on the hazard hazmat suit. I wonder how much nuclear fuel we have. Oh, some of the power plants are still working. That's cool. Right, let's see. Yeah, we have a decent amount of it. Right. These water extractors. Got plenty of, yeah, we've got plenty of materials except for the copper pipe. We actually didn't bring too much more copper pipe than we ended up needing. We'll see. Hopefully that 400 is enough. I really hope so. I don't want to have to go and do this whole thing again. Go collect more copper pipe. Right. Radiation levels should be going away shortly. To running out of copper pipes. Okay, we only need 3 more. 1, 2. There's an autosave. Okay, so we've got 100 pipe to work with. See if that's enough. Sure hope it is. Alright. No, let's do the power first. We have more copper pipe fairly nearby, but so it wouldn't be a disaster. But I also prefer not to have to go collect more. Always go and harvest bits and pieces of pipe. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. It's kind of annoying. Definitely not going to have enough here. We probably need hang on. I don't know, like 200 more. We only have 28. Like, we could take... How much does this give us? 4. Yeah. But it's only like such a small bit left. But let's try. See if we take like these kind of sections out. We should be able to get a bunch more pipe. Okay, hazmat suit. There's probably another 40 pipes in that. Maybe more. We only have to connect like such a small number more here. We can actually, we could change the layout of this next one a little bit, which would enable us to be able to remove. Nah, that would be way too much effort. Way too much effort. Right, we can go back to the first one. How much do we have in our inventory now? Alright, we'll get to 100 pipe. I think 100 pipe will be enough to finish this. Maybe we'll be able to harvest just a little bit. Oh yeah, we can also actually harvest quite a bit from here. Have that section like every time. Oh, hang on. This is another one of the... No. Yep, they'll have this section every time. This section here. I think I missed that on the first one, didn't I? Yeah. All right. So every time after these, we can get like a bunch more pipe. Last of these. At the start we were pretty wasteful with the pipe material, but like I didn't know that we were going to run out. I thought I had brought more than enough, but I don't think that I quite planned for enough pipes. I underestimated the amount of piping that we'll actually end up needing. It's cool that all of these are still working despite not getting any fuel for like a long time. Okay, we've got 128. That should be enough to finish that last little bit. At least I hope. Okay. could actually also rearrange this so that I need less pipe, but I don't think we need to get that desperate here. Well, we got 50 pipe left. Right, here we go. Let's see. Like if I moved, I don't know, if I moved 2 of them like here, then I could save like this whole bit of pipe. So yeah, if we need to, we will do that for a couple of them. Let's see, we might not need to. We still have about 40 pipe left, and this is a little bit easier. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, if I move these 2, like, come on, there and there, right? I can put in okay, there's an autosave. I forgot to put a pump. Come on. Oh yeah, I remember that. Ah, here we go. We'll just put it down there. That was the whole reason I started to do it in a different way. Alright. Alright, managed to get there. Alright, let's check all of these at the back, get rid of that present. Right, they're getting water, input, output connected, input, output, water. Input, output, water, good. Input, output, and water. Input, output, and water, good. Input, output, water. Okay, water, input, output. Oh, right, so the other thing that I wanted to do, architecture. Walls, no, organization, lookout tower. Can we put one here? I don't know if you can put them on top of each other. It's not really a good enough vantage point. Let's put vertical. What vantage point do I want? I think this would be a pretty good vantage point. Like right here. Right. Right. Oh, come on. This is just so that I can go into photo mode. Okay. I also actually need a way up here. get rid of all of this. Oh my god. Of course, that's what it does. Because I'm not going to be able to fly up there with all of the radiation. It's going to be going around. Right, so that's the way up. Right, let's put on the hazmat suit. All these presents. Like, ruining my viewpoint. Right, so that's going to start distributing. I'm not going to be able to pick up that present. That's just going to be there. Alright, let's get this distributing. Okay, that's what I want. And then we'll just look out from our vantage point. Actually, okay, which ones do we need to check? Okay, here we go. We didn't connect this one yet. Okay, so this is getting fuel. Oops. This is getting fuel. This hasn't. No, it has gotten fuel. Alright, these last few might not get any. This one's burning. Alright, that one's burning fuel. I really want to get back whilst they're still burning fuel. Okay. I saw waste come out of that one. Okay, good. 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 You can always manually distribute to some. Good. Yeah, you can see that the front ones get like a lot of extra fuel compared to the back ones. Okay. Okay, good. Right, let's go to our vantage point. So they're all working. Alright, as we make our way up to our vantage point here, as you can see, we've connected, we've built all of the, hang on, let's get rid of what I'm holding. Okay, we've built all of the nuclear power plants and they're all working, which is a great achievement. Screenshot of that. Okay. So yeah, we put down all of the power that we will ever need in the game. These are 28. So 7, 14, 21, 28 nuclear power plants. Now, at the moment, the only reason that all of them are working is because we had a bunch of nuclear fuels saved up. But our production, which is just in the distance near that waterfall behind all of the water vapor here, doesn't actually support all of these nuclear power plants. So what we'll have to do next time, or like I'm streaming this at the same time. If you want to watch it, it's streamed on YouTube as well as on Twitch. But yeah, the next step that we are going to be looking at is actually first sort of going backwards. So we'll look at what it takes to make these uranium fuel rods in various stages. And then we'll also take a look at going forward. So how do we actually process the uranium waste, which ends up going into an awesome sink. You can only put plutonium fuel rods into the awesome sink. You can't put the uranium waste and some of these intermediate materials that involve uranium. So for example, non-fissile uranium you also can't put into the awesome sink. But yeah, so that's the next step that we're going to have to do. So now that we have created the demand for the material, for the nuclear fuel, we will now actually have to put together the supply. So yeah, we'll be back shortly with the first step of that. Alright, that was a big achievement. Let's get rid of this whole thing. Right, here we go. Right, autosave coming in, which is good, because then we actually have this in the save with all of this done. Right, let's get rid of these guys as well. Let's not get rid of the nuclear power plants. That would be bad. It's actually slightly more efficient to delete the power poles than delete the wires, because the wires get deleted together with the power poles. Anyway, I don't know if you care about that, but slight optimization. Alright, but yeah, I have to finish pretty soon. In fact, I'm probably going to finish very, very soon. Like right around now. But yeah, this has been great. We have put together all of the nuclear power plants. We're getting a ridiculous amount of power now. 91 gigawatts, we're getting 98 for a period of time, but of course that's going to go down until we actually increase the amount of production for these this fuel here. So it's getting distributed, but yeah, you can see that it's only such a small amount. Now there's a lot stored in these ones at the back, but of course nowhere near as much. And yeah, we're not going to be able to support all of these nuclear power plants. But yeah, the waste is still getting cleared away pretty well. So if we look in here, you know, it's not like it's stacking up, so we're still able to process it, which is exactly what we want to be doing. And this was a lifesaver over here. I'm gonna leave this in place in case we ever want to do anything like this again, like add some more or something like that, just for fun. But yeah, this, like getting the drones to do all the hard work of delivering the materials to here is really good. There is even like potentially an option to just feed all of the construction materials into this. But the problem with that is, I guess you could make all of the materials that you need, that you could construct with, available, and then you just place a request order on here whenever you need it, right? The thing is with running this continuously is that let's say you don't get the right mix of materials, then you know, you end up clogging up these storages. Maybe what can actually happen is that we put like awesome sinks on each one of these, and then just have like construction material constantly get delivered here. But I don't know. That seems like a lot of effort to go through just for that. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this whole arrangement. We should now be generating a lot more uranium waste that we can process. So maybe that'll cause some of these other stations to stop working. But yeah, we'll just have a temporary sort of peak in this is ridiculous. Our max consumption is fair, so we can only really build 3 times more buildings than we currently have to be able to support autumn. Although, no, our actual consumption is only half our maximum. So, yeah, very fun, very fun. So we'll leave it at that for today. These streams are going to be kind of a little bit shorter on weekdays from now on because I have to keep doing my day job now. The holiday period is over. But yeah, we'll continue to make slow progress on these various fronts. After we put together the nuclear power plant, I think we'll do iron ore, like put together a final version of sort of the iron ore production. But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it at that for today. So thank you for watching, and until next time.